Hey everybody, welcome back to Survival Heights Season 2, my amplified, now 1.18 hardcore single player survival series. And in the last episode, if you guys remember, we did some exploring the 1.18 terrain. I also went ahead and looked at building another portal at the very beginning of that episode over at the Ocean Monument, which I haven't seen you guys' feedback yet, but I'm assuming assuming you all are enjoying the 1.18 update. But if you didn't let me know in the previous episode, make sure to leave me know down below in the comments what you think of the update thus far. Anyways, today we are continuing with our new 1.18 stuff, and as you can see behind me, we have this hole. And in this hole, I want to put a mineshaft of sorts, a quarry, something along those lines. I don't really know for certain, but all I know right now is that we need to dig down. So without further ado, folks, let's kick things off. Let's dig a giant hole in the ground, and hopefully I'll bring you guys back for a progress update when we've got a lot of that done. All right, so a massive progress update for you all. As you can see, we have made a lot of progress here at our mineshaft / quarry build. So I've stopped right now for the meantime because we've hit a layer that you guys might be surprised that we've already hit, and that is the layer of which the bedrock was converted to deepslate. Now obviously we're going to continue, but I wanted to stop and say this process of mining deepslate has got to be the most annoying process currently in the game because you can't insta-mine deepslate. I know, crazy, you can't insta-mine it, but Mojang made it so that you have to mine it like a regular person with efficiency 5 and haste 2. So it's going to take us a lot longer, and it's raining apparently. I should probably mention that some of the settings are going to be a little bit weird. I am on my new computer. Those of you guys who are over on my Discord and or possibly over on Twitter will all already know that I do have a new computer now, upgraded, new CPU, new graphics card, which is an RTX 3070 Ti. So some settings may not be exact, some of the sounds may not be exactly what they were, but we'll continue to monitor that and tweak it as we go. Anyways, yeah, it is gonna take me a little while. There's apparently a mob down there, but it's gonna take me a little bit longer to get the rest of this taken care of. I think I've dug down to about Y5, Y4, something like that. Like I said earlier as well, we also made the circle a lot bigger. Before it was really small and it didn't look quite like a circle, so I went ahead and made it bigger, made it look more like a circle, made it feel like a circle. Anyways, if we go up here, you'll see it's definitely a very nice shape now compared to what it was before, which was a very not nice shape. So yeah, I'm going to continue this, folks. I'm going to continue to dig here. Hopefully we'll get, if I don't fall to my death, hopefully we will continue to get this circle dug out, and hopefully it will look pretty good and look very, very fantastic all the way down to -64. But it's gonna take a little while to get there. So I'm gonna continue to dig, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll bring you guys back for another progress update when I have more to update. Well, would you look at that? Look at that giant hole right there. And if we step down here, it's a little rainy here in the world right now. I don't know how this is going to fare on video, but if we look down here, as you can see, I've cleared out the entire hole right now. It's taken quite a long time actually to do all this. If we hop down there, hopefully I can fly down there and not die. You'll see it takes about twice as long, actually a little more than that, than it did in pre 1.18, namely because of all the deep slate down here. Of course, there's a whole bunch of layers here, but the deep slate you can't insta-mine, and I did actually go through all of it with a pickaxe, though. I had to repair my pickaxe several times, actually multiple pickaxes, probably several times. And if we move our way down here, you can see this is what it looks like. Oh, well, okay. There we go. Yeah, if we head over to the side here and you look up, this is what it looks like from down here. Not too shabby. In terms of the depth of this, I think it's gonna give us a lot of opportunity to add some detail to the sides here. This is what the bedrock looks like down here. Like I said, I flossed all this bedrock, so there shouldn't be any blocks in between any of the bedrock pieces here. I just like the look of it. It didn't really serve any other purpose other than that, but yeah, it's coming along. Our next steps here, though, folks, is to start going ahead and working on the walls here, putting in textures. I'm probably gonna put in some sort of like a ramp all the way down here around the sides. Start figuring out exactly where the branch mines or whatever we're gonna put down here is gonna be for the different levels for different ores. So wherever diamond's gonna be, redstone, lapis. I have to go back and figure out exactly where all those ores are going to go. But that is the next step, ladies and gentlemen. Let me go ahead, get working on that, and hopefully I'll bring you guys back for another progress update in just a minute. So I've attempted some progress now. I think I made enough that I'm satisfied with the progress so far, but let's go take a look. So see the outside here, I don't think I've shown this quite yet. I'm trying to keep with the same theme around here. So we got the birch, we've got the granite, we have the bricks, add in some azalea leaves here as well. I think the color of these is just the right color of green, that it blends better with these textures and these colors than the oak leaves do. We do have oak leaves over here and they work okay. I think the azalea leaves look a little bit better. So let's go ahead and move forward. And I've already done, as you can see, a whole bunch of work on a spiral-ish staircase. I wanted to do a spiral staircase around the edge here because, well, most of the time, probably if we're going to be using this for anything, I plan to put some branch mines here at different points throughout the staircase here for different ore levels, and so we can go mining for that kind of thing. But I think this is the desired effect that I want. I tried adding birch in down here with the oak as well. Wasn't a huge fan of it, so I think just having the oak is fine. But if we go down here, I wanted to have this just in case we wanted to walk down here, and it kind of feels like, it feels to me anyways, it feels a little more realistic. Maybe it doesn't, but I also like the effect of it, so why not? Also, I tried adding some fences along the side here to sort of keep myself in, but I like to live life on the edge a little bit. And I also like the way that these granite and brick walls, I believe, with the lanterns on top look. So if we head down here, you'll see I've put a few platforms. It's pretty narrow around the edge. That is on purpose. You also see down here, these little caves in here. One of the ideas that someone on stream gave me was to sort of dig these areas out where the granite or the diorite is. Instead of filling them in with stone or andesite or anything like that, try digging them out and see if we can just add these or leave these little caves here. I like it, but I don't know if I want to do these everywhere that there's diorite and granite. So we might mix it up a little bit. So if we head down here slowly but surely, as we're getting close to the bottom, you'll be able to see that there is a water drop down here. I flooded this whole area down here with water. That way we can just jump off the side there technically and land in water there. I might bring the water level up a layer or two just to be safe. I'm also not really sure if I want to put a beacon down there or not. We'd have to, of course, cover that in water as well, but we'll see about that. But as we head down here, actually from here, I can probably just jump and show you. If we do this, you'll see that the staircase actually goes down into the water here as well. I thought that this might be a cool little effect to add to it. Technically, the staircase goes down here. We're not actually going to be using the staircase like that, but I thought it might be pretty cool. And around this level is probably where we're going to have a branch mine for our diamonds. Different branch mines for all kinds of different ores we can probably find down here. Not a whole lot of fun to go through deepslate, but I'm sure we'll get used to it at some point. So part 2 of my progress update as well resides over here at the ocean monument. We still haven't finished the inside of this technically. It is pretty close to completion now actually, which is why I'm over here. Because if we walk into here, we walk to the side over here, you'll be able to see I've got some barrels around here. And this is where I wanted to mention that these barrels are going to get filled with comments of the video. I am bringing back comments of the video. I haven't done this in quite a few years, I think, at this point. I used to do this in my old single-player World Fires Frontier. I had a whole comment tower for it. I've done it in series before that as well, but I wanted to bring it back for this world because I've been missing that little bit of interaction with you all. So I figured, why not bring it back? So if you guys have any comments you want to possibly get featured in comment of the video, which by the way, today's comment will be at the end of the episode. I might end up doing it at the beginning of the episode. Feel free to leave me a comment down below what you think. Should I do it at the very beginning of the episode or at the very end of the episode? Today's will be at the end, but we'll see what your feedback is like in the future. But regardless, if you guys have any feedback about today's video, any comments about it in terms of the quality or things that I've done, feel free to leave a comment down below on any one of my videos, and I will choose a comment every single episode from one video of this series. It may not be the previous video, it might be like the first episode, it could be the 10th episode. Any of those videos I could choose a comment from, and it could be a year old, it could be a day old. So who knows? If you want to have a chance to have your comment featured in one of these, make sure to leave one down below. Alright, but I've rambled on enough. That's enough for the progress update. Let's get back to making some more progress on the quarry build. I've got some texturing that I think I might want to do for that, and some fine tuning to do for it as well. I'm pretty happy with how things have turned out so far today, but let's see how much progress we can make. So I'm going to get back to it, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you all with another progress update in just a minute. So I have been doing a little bit of expanding to the holes in the sides here. As you can see, there's a few more caves around here. And in doing so, I actually got a suggestion that I thought we might try out here real quick. And that is using some of the blocks from some of the new caves. So maybe some moss blocks, some dripstone, some pointed dripstone, of course, for maybe making some mini dripstone caves. Things like that, picking a few of these and trying it out. These aren't very big caves. I mean, as you can see, some of these are really, really small. But I thought it'd be an interesting idea to try to do this. And of course, the suggestion came from, as many of you know, my girlfriend Emma. She was sitting beside me looking at this world and said, hey, why don't you try this? So I'm gonna go ahead and give this a shot, probably in this cave right here. I think this is probably the best example we're gonna have. Still have some of these chains with the lanterns here and whatnot. But yeah, I guess let's give it a shot. So I'm not entirely sure how I want to go about this. I think for this area in particular, I'm going to try to put a lot of the dripstone in here and have some of these pointed dripstone coming down from it. I don't know how much of this I'll put into the floor here, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give all of it a shot. I'll show you all as we come along and figure out what works the best. Oh yeah, and I left some of these little pockets still of granite in here. I think that's okay, honestly. It doesn't have to be completely cleared out. The main thing that I wanted to do with these little caves is just to make sure that we're getting rid of it on the outside here. If it's a little bit into it, then that's perfectly fine. And so this down here is after a little bit of some placing of some blocks. This is what it's starting to look like. I don't know if I like the stone mixed in. I do like a lot of the dripstone mixed in though. I might start working a little bit more of that into here. The more dripstone I have in here, I feel like the better it's gonna look. I love these large ones right here as well. I think that they work pretty dang well for the area. So I think we're pretty good for the underside here though. There's a few more blocks and I might try to bring in some slabs in here as well. Bring in some slabs and see how that works out. But let's go ahead and let's start on the top here as well and see where that goes. I'm thinking, if I can grab this, I'm thinking we might not do too much here. Although, honestly, the dripstone does look really good if you put a lot of it in there. So, I may have to go out and get some slabs as well and see how that works though. So, let's go ahead. Let me finish off this top area, I think, folks. Let me finish this off, and then I will bring you guys back for a progress update when I think I have a pretty decently textured out cave, or whatever you want to call it, transformed cave, perhaps. Once I have that done, I'll bring you guys back and I'll have a bit of a progress update. Well, I haven't done much work, but I did make a little bit of progress. I used up all my dripstone doing all this, and I didn't really have the materials to try doing a lush cave today, or lush cavern, whatever it's called. But we have to do a resource gathering stream in the future and go to some of these caves and just collect all the resources from them in the new 1.18 chunks and whatnot. But as you can see, the dripping water, of course. Look at the mini dripstone cave right here. So we have the lanterns here, which aren't a part of it, but they of course add light. We have these little dripstone things hanging down from here, and I added a few slabs around here to give it a little more texture. I kept the auras here because I thought that those looked pretty cool. And I think up above, yeah, up here it's much of the same stuff. So nothing too major here. It's really small stuff, and I think if we go back this way and I give you guys a better view, I think if we do small caves like that all the way down here, it's gonna add that little bit of extra interest. And with the lush caverns, I want to have some vines probably growing down here. I kind of want some greenery in general, so I think all that stuff's gonna really liven up the place, and that's what it kind of feels like, because right now it just feels like a giant hole, which is kind of what it should feel like, but I want to do a little bit more than just that. So but yeah, I think things in general are turning out pretty well. But now it's time for the first reading of a comment at the end or the beginning, up to you, of an episode of this series. And today's comment is from the Druid Jen, who's also moderator over on my Twitch channel, who said, "Das me. I'm Jen. You can thank me for the trident idea. Yep. That was actually Jen's idea from a stream. This comment, by the way, was taken from the previous episode. I'll probably take them from various episodes here and there. I'll try to take them from the previous episode, but I may take them from other episodes if I find comments that are particularly interesting. But this one was from then. Joking aside, all through this video, I was like, OMG, look at that. Ooh, that's sick. Oh, wow, that's so cool. OMG, I would build stuff there. And pointing at the screen like a nerd. Makes sense for you, Jen. Makes sense for you. But anyways, I do agree here. We had some fantastic terrain to look at in the previous episode. Hopefully, you all enjoyed looking at the terrain. But yeah, let's go put this book in the Ocean Monument, shall we? The first ever book that is going to go in that Ocean Monument with all the barrels that are there. Episode 19 with the username. Book goes right in the center here, and of course we have book and quills and signs for at least a few more episodes to come. But ladies and gentlemen, that is going to wrap things up here today. There wasn't a whole lot shown on screen, but there was a lot going on in between clips. So hopefully you all enjoyed the progress that we made so far. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. If you have any suggestions for the little cave ideas for the quarry build, leave those down below as well. But anyways, folks, that's it for me today. Thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like. If you're new around here, feel free to subscribe if you have not already. But thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.